Hey, Judy here. Okay, so moving on, I'm just doing another journal page. This one's actually wisdom. It's a lot shorter than, or I'm hoping it will be a lot shorter than harmony. In the one that I did in harmony, which was 3 parts long, I explained my process and made it a lot clearer if anyone actually watched it. And but in this one, I've kind of done all of those first bits where I've sketched out what I think how wisdom looks to me. My creative process is exactly the same as before. I've collected papers. I've been. This is wisdom, the symbol that I'm using for wisdom. Um, there are many other symbols that you could use, and of course, many other words that you could focus on. Okay, so I think that I've done a lot of a lot of different kinds of practice with my ink and on different kinds of paper, and but I think the one that spoke to me the most is this one here. And I don't know why, but I actually did these in the opposite to and I don't know whether that makes a difference, but I really I'm enjoying both of these. Both of these, it's just on a scrap piece of off cut from a book page, but I really love the line on that. And it's funny with brushes, and I don't know, I don't think I've released my ink brush work thing yet, but it just really depends on the brushes you're working with, what sort of a stroke you get, but also it depends on how long you play with. Like the longer you sit and sort of meditate with it and focus on it, it's extremely therapeutic. Anyway, did that yesterday in my therapeutic zone. And then I had a couple of ideas, how wisdom looked to me in a picture, but I decided that it really looked like wisdom, oddly enough, again in the middle, because yes, last time it was in the middle too, but this is in the middle. I'm not too sure how in the middle, and I've just got, which is really another strange thing, it's like got I see all of these different lines, these coming together, uh, of different colors and different a real like collage sort of a thing with the symbol in the middle, maybe on a gold background. I've written down here gold background, on the symbol. But that's, I mean, I had another one where it was like a journey of wisdom, like it was going round and round and so forth. But then I don't know why I went this way, but this is where I'm going. So I'm just going to start, and obviously you can zip through. I've got numerous pieces of paper, and I am today just going to be probably tearing them on the diagonal. I'm feeling like most of these, some of these papers that I went into my stash. I just recently cleaned up my stash, and I just thought, oh, I've got so many papers, it's just ridiculous. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a couple of each color of these pages I've got. This is leaves that I did on tissue paper. Now, I don't know about that. I might get a brush actually on that. That's going to rip far nicer if I do it with a brush. These are leaf prints, the gum leaves from outside, and just start with bits, there. So there's not, this one's maybe just a bit of each, and I chose different colors Now a lot of this is on wax paper, which I absolutely adore. A lot of it is on wax paper, but some of it's on rice paper, and then there's a couple in there that are actually on A4 paper. So I haven't done the ripping for a while. Yeah, so it's kind of quite therapeutic too. Like whatever turns out. I'm not really too perturbed about it ripping off. I'm not really taking that much care because I'm going to probably cut them again anyway. This is a piece of rice paper. I'll just grab that. So that's blues and oranges, and I don't know how many I chose, but I just grabbed a whole heap out of my stashes. And then there's this one, which I probably, don't know what I was thinking with that one. One of those play days, you know, when you have colour on the plate and you just, whoa, that's so bright. But there you go. I have found a use for it. How's everyone going in this lockdown? Yeah, it's a bit hectic, isn't it? Opened up a little bit more. I don't know about other countries. They're all, I mean, you're all different. But I don't know how long it's going to last. Ooh, that's very, very silvery and blue. Okay. It's funny, I normally make my own stencils. And oh yeah, it's not wanting to rip. And I ordered some online and they arrived. I got so excited. I thought, wow, that's pretty sad. I'm excited about new stencils. That's the way of it, isn't it? They were so good though. They arrived so quickly. I was impressed. Everywhere, even the place that I always buy from is, you know, delivers now, and you used to be able to go and pick up just from the door, but now you can't, of course. So it just adds to the cost, doesn't it, with the delivery if you're not buying, like, you know, miles of it. Quite like this pattern. I don't know. Yeah, this is nice. I just rips so much easier. What else have we got? I might leave those. Just might leave those. Try that off. Move this on back. Righto. So this is just a matter of, this is pretty simple. So this is a pretty simple process, this one, I think. So it's just, I'm just going to lay everyone, I think this is what I'm doing. I sometimes put colour, as you know, underneath work. So what I'm going to do first is just lay it all down. I like the leaf, that's kind of cool. All down. I need a bright yellow. Don't know that I've got a bright yellow. Don't also know that I'm going to need two of everything. Or maybe I might make them smaller. So kind of where I'm going with this. Oh, I love this bit. This is gorgeous. I love that, isn't it? Isn't that gorgeous? I just love that. It's the same as this one. I just fantastic. That's my script. my scripting on there. Well, that definitely has to go in because that's definitely part of my world. All right. So these are on different papers too. So some are really shiny and some are really dull. So I'm going to go off camera because you can see what I'm kind of doing. I don't feel that you need to watch me, you know, work out exactly where they're going to go. So I will be back, okay? And I will glue them down and then, yeah. All right, so it's a nice short video, not a really long one where you, yeah, watch me the whole process. All right, catch you soon. Hi, how you going? All right, so I stuck down all of my pieces that I was playing with, and this is wisdom. Okay, so this is the actual symbol that we were working on, was wisdom. And remember, I had black. I've changed a bit. I had like a black symbol and so forth, but things have changed. So this very much reminded me of Rajasthan in India when I travelled there, and just with all the colours, extremely colourful state. Is it a state? I don't know. It's not a state. Suburb? Okay, not sure. No, that's not right. Rajasthan. Anyway, I'll get... So, I glued all these down anyway, and I've decided that I made a rose gold version of wisdom to put on my page. I also, along the way, found... a Hamsa hand, you know, with all the things that I have kicking about in my studio. So, and a Hamsa hand is an ancient Middle Eastern talisman or amulet, and it symbolizes protection, and people believe that it brings happiness and luck, health, abundance, good fortune in yeah. So I'm going to put that in my wisdom page, and I think it's more because it's Indian and it sort of goes with the Rajasthani thing, even though when I traveled a lot in Asia in my younger days, and so that's I learnt a lot over there, I suppose, of different religions and ways of life, and just, you know, things. And so that goes with that. So I'm going to put that in, that symbol in there somehow. I'm not going to do this on here. I'm just kind of showing you what my page is going to look like. I just did a tutorial on Australian glycine paper and how I made it. It's like a $5 tutorial, but which it's lovely. So I thought I'd use some of this. So I used the glycine paper. So I wanted words, if you remember rightly. At the start, I sort of saw lots of words coming together as in a central point for the wisdom in the center, but it's kind of changed, and it had to have lots of color and yeah, as you can see. And I also had some other embellishments that I had out at the start, but I've actually moved away from those because they seem to be too dark. I might use one of these washi tapes around the edge of that or somewhere on there before I, you know, put that down. And so this is the glycine paper I made, and I printed on the printer on the paper and then sprayed it on that, sprayed it on outside, and it's just fabulous. So this is a Chinese piece that I've got, and it's the Asian. I mean, I just love everything that's Asian. So I'm thinking that that's going to go down there with the words, you know, courage and belief and create, and like all those words that I've chosen to go on there on the computer. But I've also I've done a couple of other, there's this card, and I don't know whether I'm actually going to make this into a book. It is folded, and I might store the book in there, but I made a couple of other ones, and I don't know whether I'm, you know, don't know quite what I'm doing yet. But I did write my journey in words of wisdom in that, and this one says wisdom is gained by the calm enlightenment of each one's personal journeys in life. So they will go in somehow, and I'm not too sure how. Oh, and I also did like the symbol in the Posca pen. This is lovely Posca pen that I've used in a couple of spots on the page and on there, because it's, yeah, such nice and clear. And for some reason no black. I've gone away from, you know, the black, so there's no black in that. So I might stick this down and they will sort of live in the pocket maybe. Somehow they might be a book, maybe they might. And I put this on just to remind me that I kind of wanted something dangling outside the page. Like, yeah, I want something off. Yeah, not on the page, but sort of outside the page. I don't know why. But so that's as far as I think I'm going with this one. I'll glue it all down, and that's pretty much it. It actually says a lot, and there will be a lot of words, and I probably will add more words onto those pieces of paper of my own personal words. So I will glue that down, and I will finish it, and then it will be at the end. I'll put a picture up at the end of this one. The next one that I'm doing, there is only 3 more I'm doing in this particular, 4 more. There's 4 more that I'm doing. 4 more I'm doing, and that's the end of these particular symbols that I've chosen. The next one is unity, and actually I've drawn okay, no, unity will be good. I like the unity symbol. The unity symbol is good. All right, so I'll do unity on this next page, and what unity means to me, and I will do exactly the same thing pretty much as I've done here. So I'll get it kind of all organized and then show you what I've come up with, but I won't do it, you know, like harmony was a very long one. So yeah, all right, so thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. Please ask me questions if you have any questions. I hope you all have a great day and do a bit of art journaling, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.